NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
There he goes, left side. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, it's Mahomes. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourself, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. State man Chris Jones with a sack there.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Pacheco gets it up the gut and able to get this to the 31. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
Give him the gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Rodgers to throw once more.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Allen Lazard, 58 yards.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for two.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 86 yards on the kick return.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. As quarterbacks like to do it, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive in the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Pushing his way through.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
62 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.